This is not just some random review. Me and my speaking community, we just finished reading this entire book. I loved it so much that I reached out to the author and asked, could I give you guys a free link to read it as well? And so now we're here. All I ask for in return is for you to watch until the end. So you learn faster with stories, whether that be someone telling you a story in person, reading a story, watching a documentary, right? When you are hearing a story, it just draws you in. So this book concept is to learn through context, emotion, and meaning. Context being the story, emotion being the character, and meaning would be the way that it will be culturally said in Spanish. What the heck is that? Okay, in Espanol or in Spanish, right? I can't speak in English or Spanish today. So the book don't actually just give you phrases. It teaches them to you through short stories so that you can have something to stick with. I always say, like every single video, create a story around the words, create a story around the definitions. And so I absolutely love the way that this book is structured to relate to the story. I also appreciate that every short story is short because then you won't be like, oh, I have to read an entire novel. I won't know all the words. This is frustrating. It's short enough for you to get the phrases, but it's long enough for the phrases to stick. Do that make sense? So it's only like each short story is only like literally like 3 pages on the Kindle. It's not a lot. So you could read that short story in one day, get about 15, 20 phrases. So why do I recommend phrases over vocabulary? Well, when you have a phrase, you have a complete beginning or ending to a sentence. When you have vocabulary, you just know a bunch of random words. Can you actually put them in a sentence, right? Can you conjugate them? Can you make them make sense? But if you know phrases, it's solid. An example phrase from this book is no es para tanto. See? No es para tanto. I'm using that specific phrase as an example because a lot of us know the word para. Para means for, F-O-R, right? And so if you hear no es para tanto, you're going to think for something. But no. That's why it's so important to know phrases. No es para tanto actually means it's not such a big deal, right? And the way that it was introduced in the story, I'll never forget. No es para tanto is it's not such a big deal. The next reason why I'm recommending this book is because it uses real Spanish, not textbook Spanish. It's giving you phrases and conversations that people would use in real life. So I have this rule about inputs. I try to watch things that are interesting to me. Like, I'm not about to watch CNN in Spanish because I won't watch CNN in English, right? So I'm not into what is everything that's going on in the world. It's the same thing with reading. Like, would you talk the way that you're reading that novel in Espanol? If not, pick another book. This book actually have real context, things that we all can use in real life. It's not like specific to a certain type of person. So I'm going to quote what the author said about the real Spanish versus textbook Spanish. He says, you might notice some of these phrases don't match what your Spanish teacher taught you. Good. That's the whole point. We're focusing on how people actually communicate. I really felt that this book holds true to that. Like, it didn't feel real teachery. It didn't feel like I was studying something. It felt like that if I was in Spain, this is how they would actually speak. So I can appreciate that it's real Spanish. If you want to speak real Spanish, I have an entire Speaking Spanish community with native Spanish teachers. We learn grammar, we have real life conversations, we laugh, and it's all done completely in Spanish. We have beginner and intermediate. If you're interested, for a limited time only, there will be a 10% off discount code in the description. So we have things like no pasa nada. ¿En serio? Claro que sí. ¿Podría traerme la cuenta, por favor? You're asking for your bill. Instead of just saying la cuenta, That's how every time I'm traveling, people's always like, la cuenta, la cuenta. But it's nicer to say, podría traerme la cuenta, por favor. Siempre, por favor. The next thing I absolutely love is it's for all levels. So it's 6 short stories and each story is a different level. So whether you're a beginner or you're already intermediate, you can find that there is balance in these short stories for you as well. If you are enjoying this video, go ahead and hit that little like button. And if you like this type of content, go ahead and subscribe. Come on and join the family. You don't have to study, you just have to read. You just read and your brain naturally absorbs the Spanish. Another thing I really like about reading is you can finally see the structure of sentences. So as you're reading out loud, you can hear your voice, you can hear your accent. You can say, I didn't quite say that right. Let me say it again. Viaje, largo, largo. You can like make sure that you're actually pronouncing the words properly. I don't have any cons because it's a free book that does what it says it's going to do. I mean, it did what it said it was going to do. It gave me 100 phrases. It was free. And yeah, I'm sharing it with you. So the link is in the description or it will be pinned in the comment. But if you're interested in reading to actually learn grammar, I highly suggest that you check this video out over here where I review the book that I think is the shortcut way to Spanish. I really feel like it teaches you a way to understand Spanish in a short amount of time. Nos vemos pronto. Ciao.